No, ESS so everyone sees sounds official.
Heineken represent for Brooklyn.
Bag fuel, we in the building. We always represent my nigga Gully TV. You heard?
Are you finding yourself being sought after? Are people trying to check for you or pursuing you because there's some shit going on recently? I believe I met you. We had our exchange. We introduced each other, exchanged numbers. And then like the next week that shit happened.
That's crazy.
On the airplane and shit like that.
That's crazy.
And I didn't want to reach out to you because I said he gonna think I'm hitting him up about this shit that happened on this motherfucking airplane and shit. But anyway, everybody wants to know what you got to say about
the airplane.
That airplane incident.
The airplane shit was clown shit, bro. That's all I'm saying. It's clown shit. Real talk. Cause I'm just like, yo. But I guess I don't know, man. These niggas, they got a podcast. You know, it buzzed. It was talked about for the rest of the week. It's just all about this content shit, bro. Niggas is just all on content shit. Cause I'm like, that's not G shit, bro. Like I'm just not like I'm not fucking with a nigga that I got an issue with, unless I'm about to fuck with a nigga.
Yeah.
Like you get my drift. Like I'm not saying nothing to him. I'm not kicking the back of his seat. I'm not doing nothing unless I'm getting ready to go there with a nigga. You feel what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. I just thought that was some clown shit, bro. It was unnecessary and it was clown shit, bro, because niggas could have handled that really different. If you really want to do something and you want to really get some good content, wait till you get off the joint and try to put this on content.
Yeah.
Because Rule would have probably dusted both of them niggas off on some real shit by himself.
Yeah.
I'm just being real.
I met Ja Rule at
he probably would have dusted both of them niggas off by himself.
I met him at Ghostface's birthday party. Ja Rule ain't no little nigga.
Nah,
Ja
boy,
Ja Rule ain't no little nigga.
And boy could scrap, bro. I'm just saying he could scrap. I mean, nigga, he could fight. So niggas play games with that nigga if you want. Like you know what I'm saying? Like, you probably gonna get something you don't think you gonna get, but fuck with that nigga if you want.
Okay, I had to get that out. How many incidents over the years? We've read about it in magazines, books, it's been documented. But it hasn't been documented on the Real Gully TV. How many incidents happened between y'all and you were there? Like,
I guess
was you in that studio in Atlanta and shit like that?
Nah, what studio in Atlanta?
They was in the studio and somebody cut the lights.
Nah, that was in the Hit Factory in Manhattan.
That was in Manhattan.
That was in
Okay.
Manhattan. Yeah, I was in that was our session.
You were there?
That was a murderer's session, I believe. Right? Or was that? No. Yeah, that was a murderer's session, I believe. Yep. So that was our studio session.
So y'all recording,
Mm-hmm.
and somebody say, G-Unit here, 50 them here.
Well, I mean, it ain't somebody. Everybody know the story. Fucking Praz from the Fuji.
He told y'all that them niggas was
Yeah,
there?
Praz came in there and shit. And was like, you know, Praz a funny nigga. He in there, you know, having a regular conversation. And just like, oh yeah, you know, by the way, what's her name down? On some shit like that.
Yeah. So how did the confrontation take place? Y'all was in the studio recording. How did y'all end up in the same space?
Man, that shit was so long ago too, bro. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. If I start trying to do that, I would be lying. If I try to give you the details on how niggas got and what.
Yeah.
Cause really, I didn't go. I wasn't involved with the actual scrap either, so I couldn't even tell you who swung and who did this, who did. I couldn't even tell you none of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just know, I mean, just from what was told, niggas got busy. You know what I mean?
Right.
Niggas got busy. Shit happens, man. You know what I mean?
When did it get to the point where you say, okay, now I got a problem with this nigga? You said you knew him from school. You said y'all was on speaking terms. I seen an interview before I came down here. I did my research, and you went as far as saying, like, you know, we was peoples, we was cool and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When did it get to the point where...
Well, I guess, I mean, after the studio shit, I was more or less in my head too, like, damn, man, niggas is really on, you know, this shit really ain't going. Because there was multiple attempts to try to you know, even like with Chaz King, that's when they had the fight in Atlanta. You probably was thinking about that incident.
Okay.
He was mixing incidents. They had a fight in Atlanta. Chaz tried to get niggas, you know what I mean? So it was, I guess, you know, but once that shit, and then I'm like, all right, so this shit ain't gonna never be, it is what it is, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then Boy made the record, you know, threw my name on the record and shit.
I was gonna ask you that next. Where was you at when you heard Back Down for the first time?
I don't even remember, man. You know what? Yeah, this is crazy. I heard Back Down, and this is all love. And this ain't even, you know what I mean? But I heard Back Down because one of them little niggas was prank calling my phone and shit. And they called my phone, I guess, when the album had first came out. And they was like, yo, they sold all these records. Y'all niggas is over. They was really pranking me like that, calling my shit. So I'm laughing.
Yeah.
And they was playing this shit in the background.
Right.
Saying Mr. Beach. And I'm just like, that's my first time knowing that it was a record.
Yeah.
That nigga said, because niggas pranked me and had the shit in the back playing and shit. So I'm like,
Right.
So I'm like, okay. Then I went and actually listened to the shit and was like, okay, all right.
What did you think of the album?
What?
On some hip hop shit.
Get Rich or Die Trying?
Yeah.
No, that shit was I mean, the numbers told what it was, bro. The streets told what it was. Every car that played that shit told what it was.
Yeah.
It was a good piece of work, bro. I mean, nigga, Dr. Dre produced it.
No doubt. When did you say I'm trying to get my lick back?
Shit, right away.
Yeah. Y'all went to the lab and did something?
Right away.
What's the record?
Right away. I think, shit. The record, man, we did so many records, bro. A lot of them shits ain't come out.
Yeah.
We did so many records, bro. On some shit, we spent like a week in there one time just doing records. Everybody.
Right.
Like, word. We did a bunch of records, but I think the first record was the first record was the shit that me, Black, and I think we had Merch on the hook, and
Okay.
we redid the X shit. Used to be my dog, you was in my left titty. Green South Side, don't you ride with me? Found out you a snitch, you switch sides 50.
Right.
Now it's a war, make sure you die quickly.
Recently, Mano dropped a record called The Algorithm, and he mentioned all of us. And I ain't gonna lie, I said this on my live stream. If he didn't mention my name,
You'd have felt some way?
I would have felt some type of motherfucking way about it. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, man, that's my dog though.
Yeah, this ain't no diss. I bigged up what he's been doing lately. He been getting busy recently.
Yeah.
So, like I said, if he didn't mention my name, I would have felt some type of way. When he mentioned you on Back Down, was that an alley-oop? Did it put you in the algorithm?
Not really. Shit, nigga, nah. Shit, ain't put me in no algorithm. I mean,
everybody was talking about it.
well, maybe. I don't think in a good way though, right? It's not like everybody that right? All the people who heard the record and who wanted to probably know who those people were,
Yeah.
It didn't mean that they went and said, oh, let's go fuck with their songs.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I don't know if it was a good thing that it brought awareness to who we was. You know what I'm saying? We didn't monetize it. We ain't getting nothing monetary, I guess, value out of it.
Yeah. That shit was like the biggest thing popping. And looking at it back in retrospect, y'all were a part of a pivotal point in hip hop, similar to the Jay-Z and Nas Ether situation and shit. Like,
Sure.
y'all had it out, and you was mentioned in that shit. You was in the shit. You was one of the key players and shit. So that's how I looked at my situation with Mano, man. The nigga said my name. He acknowledged my presence. If he didn't say nothing, I would have felt some type of fucking way about it. Right?
Nah, that record was dope though. That shit was creative. I liked the way he did that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No doubt.
But Maine was in his bag though. Anyway, man.
He did put that together.
Even the other shit he did, answering homeboy shit.
Yeah,
that shit was fire.
Yeah, he's having his moment. You know what I mean? God has a time and place of everybody's manifestation, everybody's season. And I said that on my live stream. I said, people say whatever they want about Mano. Mano has continued to be a part of this hip hop shit for 20 years and shit. I mean, that nigga doing something the fuck right.
He's still around.
You know
He's
what I'm
still around.
Yeah.
A lot of niggas ain't around. I know motherfuckers might see this and be like, nigga, you ain't around. I'm like, I'm choosing not to be around. Believe that.
If I pan,
like, believe I'm choosing not to be around.
If I pan this camera and they see this fortress that we recording in, they understand this shit. You ain't gotta do much. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta do much.
I just be honest with you, bro. I got like bad taste, sour taste in my mouth from the industry shit.
Yeah, I wanted to go
Heard the voice, saw the face, made the choice. Young Money Militia Gang Zone, Corey Guns, and you watching them dribble. Gully TV, let's get it.